Everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about my guide to getting abs. I know a lot of us get into fitness, we get into working out to get visible abs. You know, we want the six pack, we want the shredded abs, we want like no fat on our stomachs. I know that's what a lot of people get into fitness for. And a lot of people will spend hours and hours and hours doing cardio so they can get, visible abs. So getting visible abs is all about staying in a caloric deficit. That's about it. If I'm eating 3,500 calories a day, then I'm gonna have to stick to those 3,500 calories. And if I stick to those calories for a prolonged period of time, it means that I'm gonna be able to see my abs. So getting abs is about losing the body fat in a sustainable manner, not in a short period of time, through a long period of time. Through a delayed process. You don't want to crash diet just to get abs. I know a lot of us want the six pack. We want like the no fat on our stomachs. Because it looks cool, and I know a lot of us see it on social media, or we see it on YouTube or whatever. But the truth is, crash dieting is not going to help you get abs. I know a lot of us crash diet, and we think we can get abs by crash dieting, by sort of depriving ourselves, and I'm gonna go all in on this diet, and then I'm gonna restrict, I'm gonna go on a 2,000 calorie deficit for 2 weeks, and it's gonna work out, and I'm gonna have abs. I don't think that's how it works. Getting abs is about staying in a modest caloric deficit. Again, you don't want to be like super hungry, because then you're gonna go over your calories and you're gonna be tempted to overeat. So it's about hunger management as well. If I'm on a diet, I want to make sure that I'm staying satiated, that I'm being full, that I am, satisfied with my diet, that I enjoy some of the foods that I'm eating, most of the foods, if not all of them, and that I'm, feeling satiated at the end of the day. Again, if I'm eating 3,500 calories a day, then I want, the food to be satiating, which means some of it's going to be high, most of it's going to be higher in protein, higher in fiber, higher in, you're going to have to eat less fats, because fats actually have double the calories than carbs and protein. So if you're on a diet, if you're trying to get abs, maybe try to stay away from the fats as much. I know a lot of professional athletes. If you guys know who Mikey Musumeci is, if you guys know who Lance Armstrong is, if you guys know who Michael Phelps is, you know that you've seen that some of their physiques, they have abs. Mikey Musumeci actually trains each and every single day for like hours on end. So if he has abs, it's because he's doing hours and hours and hours of cardio. If you guys have seen his diet, you know that he eats like 9,000 calories a day. He eats like pizza and acai bowls. He eats like his favorites, and he's shredded. But again, he's doing hours and hours and hours of cardio each day. So getting abs for him might be easier. If you're not in that good of shape, if you don't have, if you don't want to do hours and hours and hours and hours of cardio each day, then you might have to, sort of do moderate amounts of cardio. Or maybe you like fasting and walking. Maybe that's why a lot of us actually don't like doing cardio, because we'd rather fast and walk and save our calories for like later on in the day. So again, getting abs is about enjoying your food. It's about making sure that you're feeling full. You know, if I'm gonna have a meal, I'm gonna want to stay hydrated before the meal. I'm gonna chug some water. I'm gonna have some vegetables before my meal, and that's gonna help with satiety. So that's just a quick tip for you guys. If you guys are wondering like how to get abs, that's gonna help you feel full. You know, because if you don't drink water, if you're sort of parched and you're super hungry and you start chowing down on a meal that doesn't have much vegetables, maybe you're hungry and you go grab McDonald's, maybe you're hungry and you don't grab Jack in the Box, maybe you're hungry and you order something and you eat that instead of, you know, sticking to your diet, you're not gonna have abs, especially if you're not doing hours and hours of cardio each day. So getting abs is about sticking to your freaking calories. If I'm having 3,500 calories a day, I am making sure that I'm weighing my food, that I'm sticking to my calorie budget. You know, if I'm having 3,500 calories a day, I have to stick to that calorie budget, which means that, you know, you're gonna want to feel full on this 3,500 calorie budget. You want to grow. You're gonna want to grab the vegetables, the fruits, the meat that's high in protein, like chicken, lean ground beef, ground turkey patties that are lean, like 93.7, Greek yogurt. You know, so those sorts of foods are gonna help you stay satiated on, you know, a good amount of calories. 3,500 calories a day. You're gonna want to eat the vegetables. You're gonna want to pick the Greek yogurt. You're gonna want to grab the chicken. Even ham. Ham is good for you. I mean, it might not be like super good for your health, but ham, believe it or not, actually has a nearly 1 to 2 calorie to protein ratio. So for every 50 calories of ham, you're getting 9 grams of protein. It's almost as good as chicken and Greek yogurt. So again, you're gonna want to increase your protein intake. You're gonna want to increase your vegetable intake, your fiber intake, which means vegetables, fruits, berries. So that's a piece of the puzzle for you guys, especially again if you're not doing hours and hours of cardio each day. I know a lot of Olympic swimmers, Olympic runners, people who are cross training, who do hours and hours of cardio each day, can get away with having abs and eating pizza and eating waffles and eating French toast and eating, you know, like burgers and fries on a daily basis. So getting abs is about sticking to your calorie budget. You know, you're gonna want to find ways to stave off your hunger, whether it's by sparkling water, chugging water, chewing gum in between each meals, you know, using these little tips and tricks that I've gave you guys. You know, increasing your caffeine intake is gonna help blunt your hunger for a bit. It's gonna help you burn more calories, push harder in your workouts. Sort of increasing your vegetable intake again. You know, doing your cardio, because I know a lot of us want to have abs, but we don't want to do the cardio. It's gonna be a lot harder. You know, if you're eating 1,500 calories a day, I mean, that's practically nothing. You know, you're having 3 meals in the span of like, I don't know, 16 hours. So not much food, especially if you're sedentary. But increasing your energy expenditure means that you're gonna be able to eat more food. If I'm eating 1,500 calories a day, and I do 2 hours of cardio and I burn 2,000 calories, I'm gonna be able to eat 3,500 calories a day. So it's around 4 extra meals for me, 4 extra high protein meals that are, you know, that are satiating, that are delicious, and that, you know, these meals are gonna keep me full. They're gonna keep me happy. They're gonna keep me, you know, sort of satisfied. You know, so getting abs is also about feeling satisfied with your meals. If you don't enjoy your diet, you might stray off course. You might be sort of tempted to grab something else. You know, so enjoying your diet is also like a key component of getting abs. So if you're restricting your calories, you're gonna want to grab the food that you like. You know, maybe you're not gonna be able to eat like Chipotle and Cane's and what do you call it? I don't know, McDonald's and pizza all day and have abs. So you're gonna want to stick to a strict range. If I'm eating 3,500 calories a day, I'm gonna want to grab, you know, the rice cakes, the ham, the chicken, the ground beef, the Greek yogurt, stuff like that. So that's sort of like how I go around getting abs. I weigh my food. I make sure that I'm on track. I track my calories. I try not to go over my calories. So getting abs is about feeling satiated as well. Some of you guys don't mind being hungry. I know I can go to sleep hungry. But some of you guys might not enjoy being hungry and going to sleep hungry. So if that is the case, you're going to want to increase your vegetable intake. You're going to want to increase your fiber intake, strawberries, blueberries, watermelon, especially watermelon and melon, because they're low in calories and super high in volume. So yeah, I think another tip for you guys is definitely picking cardio that you enjoy. You know, you're gonna want to pick a cardio that you enjoy. It means that you're gonna be able to remain consistent, and you're gonna be able to burn a good amount of calories each and every day. So if I don't like swimming, then I'm not gonna swim, which means that I'm not gonna burn calories. So pick something that you enjoy, stick to it, focus on improving on it. It means that you're gonna be able to burn more calories each and every day. You know, I like running, I like cycling, I like incline walking. And I do these on a daily basis. You know, it keeps me active, it keeps me burning calories, which means that I have more food throughout the day. I'm allowed to eat more throughout the day. And it means that I am able to eat more food, have a wider variety of options while staying in shape and having abs. So that's sort of how I go around it. You also want to quit alcohol pretty much. I don't drink alcohol at all. I don't smoke marijuana. That sort of stuff is going to keep you in a surplus, or it's going to push you towards a surplus. Yes, you can fit alcohol into your diet each and every day, but you will have to cut back on calories from other options. You know, if you like, what do you call it? If you like alcohol, I know a lot of us like alcohol recreationally, going to a party, whatever. Well, there's always alcohol. Getting abs can be kind of hard when you sort of like drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol at all. I have never taken a sip of alcohol, so which it means that I don't have to worry about the increased calories of alcohol sort of you know, ruining my physique, you know, because if I'm drinking alcohol, that's an extra 240 calories, 120 calories. It means that I have to burn these calories off. If I don't burn them off, I'm going to be in a surplus, which means that my abdominals are gonna fade away, and that I'm gonna have to go back into a deficit, which means that I'm gonna have to stop drinking. So it's best to not drink alcohol. It's best to stick to a strict diet and find foods that you enjoy. That's how I go around getting abs. I do strict cardio. I do cardio each and every day. I enjoy actually doing cardio, which means that, you know, I'm able to stay active. I'm able to stay in shape. And I love my diet, you know. I love this diet. This is what I'm eating right now. So getting abs is about also cutting back the liquid calorie consumption. As I said before, alcohol is going to push you towards a caloric surplus. Drinking soda, drinking fruit juices. I'll have fruit juices very infrequently. I'll have orange juice very infrequently. Orange juice is my favorite fruit juice, so I will have it from time to time. Whenever I'm craving it, I'll allow myself some orange juice because it's my favorite. But I don't have any soda, any sort of like, you know, like sugary stuff, sugary beverages. A lot of the beverages have calories in them. You're gonna want to watch out for beverages that have calories in them. It means that you're gonna be in a surplus. It doesn't matter if I'm having like, you know, a freaking sugary drink. If it has calories in it, you're gonna have to burn those calories off to be in a deficit. I know a lot of those drinks that you guys have, they're like, I don't know, 240 calories per bottle. The sugary drinks, that's 240 calories that you will have to sort of compensate. You know, maybe you're taking those 240 calories out of your next meal. Maybe you're having the drink with egg whites. Maybe you're having, you know, like a fruit juice that's 240 calories. Maybe that's your carb source, and then you're having like plain egg whites. Or you're having Greek yogurt or chicken, and that's your carb source. So, getting abs is about, at the end of the day, staying in the deficit. You're going to want to track your calories. Yes, you can get abs while eating junk food. You can get abs while drinking sugary stuff, while, you know, just drinking alcohol. But it's not the best way. It's not the best way to get abs. Getting abs, again, it's a gradual process. You're going to want to stay in a prolonged deficit. You're not going to want to crash diet. If I'm crash dieting just to get abs, what's going to happen? I'm going to overeat. I'm going to be so freaking hungry. I'm going to overeat. And what do you think I'm going to eat? I'm going to grab the pizza. I'm going to grab the McDonald's. I'm going to grab the Cane's. I'm going to grab this and that. The unhealthy stuff. So, getting abs can be hard, you know. I know a lot of us want to crash diet. I know a lot of us don't like eating healthy. I know a lot of us don't like vegetables. And we want abs, but we want pizza too, and we want this and that. It can be done, but you're gonna have to do, again, hours and hours of cardio. So I'd say the best compromise is doing hours and hours of cardio. Doing moderate amounts of cardio and eating vegetables, fruits, lean meats, Greek yogurt, stuff like that throughout the week, and allowing yourself some junk food from time to time. So, again, getting abs is about also your daily routines. You're going to want to cut back on sugar, if you guys like sugar, if you guys like syrup, if you guys like, you know, ketchup, stuff like that. It's about making the healthier swaps and making sure that you are practicing these habits each and every day, you know. So if I'm using ketchup, that has calories in it. Keep that in mind. You might have to burn it off. I'm using syrup, maple syrup, it has calories in it, and you might have to burn it off if you want abs. So that's also a possibility, you know. Or if I'm eating hot Cheetos and I have, I don't know, like 28 grams of hot Cheetos, I don't know, it's like a small portion, I might be left unsatisfied by that portion, you know. If I put it like on a plate, it's probably like a tiny portion, or like a like, I don't know, like not a tiny portion, but like an unsatisfactory portion. So if I'm making the healthier swaps, like I'm using popcorn, I might get a bigger portion, which means that I might be more satiated and I might feel satisfied, you know. So getting abs can be hard, you know, but one thing I will stress is year-round cardio. Another thing I'll stress is increasing your caffeine intake. You're going to want to stay around the higher range, you know, 400 to 500 milligrams a day. It's going to blunt your appetite for a bit. It's going to make sure that you're going as hard as you can on your cardio sessions. You know, if I'm running, I'm going to have 400 to like 430 milligrams before the run. It means that I'm going to burn more calories, which means that I'm going to be able to eat more food throughout the day, which means that I'm going to be able to stay in a deficit while having more food at my disposal, you know. If I'm not taking in the 400 to 450 milligrams a day, what's going to happen? I might burn less calories per cardio session. If I'm normally burning 2,000, maybe I won't be able to run as far, or I won't be able to run as hard. And I might have to, you know, just burn less calories. So that's sort of like another tip for you guys. You know, you're gonna want to find ways to increase your exercise performance. Another way is, I'd say, actually doing your cardio and picking a form that you enjoy, you know. If you don't like swimming, don't swim. If you like running, run. If you like cycling, do it. Pick something that's gonna, you know, make you satisfied with your exercise routine. It's gonna make sure that you're being consistent, that you're being, you know, on top of things, and that you're eager to go exercise. You're eager to go burn calories and to stick to a diet. Another thing I'd say is, you know, the actual flavor of your diet. You know, if you're eating egg whites, unseasoned egg whites, if you're eating celery, if you're eating, you know, cod, whatever it is, stuff that you don't like, it's not gonna keep you satisfied. It's not gonna keep you on your diet. You're gonna have to sort of you're gonna want to like go off track, you know. If I'm on a diet, I want to make sure that I'm having some form of flavor, that my diet is tasty, that my diet is keeping me satisfied, and that, you know, I don't dread each meal, you know. If I'm on a 3,500 calorie diet, it means that my meals are going to be a bit tastier. They might not be like the tastiest thing in the world, but they're going to have some sort of flavor, some taste, and I'm going to get some enjoyment from my diet. So, again, it's about finding like compromises, not dreading each meal, you know. You don't have to sort of like suffer on your diet. You don't have to. So those are sort of like the best tips I have for you guys getting abs. You're gonna also want to work on your abs, you know. I do weighted ab crunches. If you guys use a weighted ab machine, I also do leg raises for my abs. Hanging leg raises. You guys can do hanging leg raises. You guys can do the machine leg raise. You can do a bunch of leg raises. I know a lot of people like the rope crunches for their abs. I don't know. You can find ab exercises that work for you. Personally, I like the weighted ab crunch machine. I also love the leg raises. So you are going to want to work your abs. I'd also say that getting abs can be kind of tiring. It can be kind of stressful. If you guys are looking to get abs, you might have to sacrifice other areas of your life, you know. If you're on a diet, you might not be able to go here or there, or, you know, people are telling you to do this or do that, to eat this, to drink booze. You might not be able to. So getting abs is a commitment, believe it or not. You know, I know a lot of people think that some people are just lucky and they have abs, or some people like are born with abs. Some people are born at a lower body fat percentage, but anyone could get abs. Anyone. It's about staying in your deficit. It's about tracking your calories, making sure that your meals are giving you some sort of enjoyment, and that they're higher in protein, and that you're increasing your vegetable intake, that your caffeine intake is high, that you're using the methods that I have talked to you guys about to keep the weight off. You know, if I have water, vegetables before each meal, it's gonna make sure that I'm feeling full, that I'm not grabbing something else after my meal, you know. Because if I don't do that, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna eat my meal, I'm gonna want something else, I'm gonna grab something else, and that's gonna put me in a caloric surplus. So getting abs, that is sort of how I go around it. Is it a year-round thing? It might be, you know. I like dieting, I like weighing my food, I like sticking to my diet. So yeah, getting abs is a commitment. But it's something that anyone can do, you know. You don't have to be like, I don't know, a bodybuilder or a professional swimmer to have abs. Anyone can get abs. So that's sort of how I go around getting my abs, keeping my abs. You do have to be sort of very like disciplined, and you know, you have to be meticulous about things, because if I'm not weighing my food, if I'm eyeballing my food, if I'm ordering out, if I'm grabbing McDonald's, if I'm grabbing Chipotle, if I'm grabbing whatever and I don't care, then I'm not gonna have abs unless I do the hours and hours of cardio. So getting abs, it's something that anyone can do, but you do have to be picky sometimes, and you do have to, you know, I have a food scale, so that is like sort of like how invested I am into this. So that's how I go around getting my abs. Doing heavy cardio. I'm dieting. I'm on a strict diet. I'm weighing my food. I'm tracking my calories. I'm prioritizing my cardio and my diet and my caloric deficit over other areas of my life. You know? Because if I grab some, I don't know, like a fruit juice, a sugary drink. I can drink it and my abs won't disappear, but I'll be in a caloric surplus. And it would just be something that I would have to keep in the back of my mind. Okay, I'm in a caloric surplus. Should I burn the calories off? Or should I remove some calories from my next meal to sort of compensate for the sugary drink that I just had? So, getting abs, at the end of the day, it's about being in a caloric deficit, counting your calories, being accurate, making sure that your meals are accurate, which is why I have a food scale, you know. Because if I grab a handful of nuts and I throw them in my yogurt, or if I grab like, you know, some syrup, maple syrup, and I put it in my Greek yogurt, that's calories, you know. So that's sort of how meticulous you have to be about it. So getting abs, yes, you do have to be accurate. You don't have to weigh your food. I know a lot of people just eyeball their food, but I weigh my food. It makes sure that I'm being as accurate as I can, you know, because I'm doing this cardio. I don't want my efforts to go to waste, you know. If I'm, you know, pushing hard and, you know, I have this amount of calories per day, then I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing my best to stick to this caloric range, because I want the visible results. So getting abs, it's about dropping your body fat. It's about making sure that you enjoy your meals. It's about choosing cardio, choosing to do your cardio each and every day. It's about working your abs, and it's about increasing your high protein intake, increasing your fiber intake, vegetables, fruits, lean meats, super lean meats. That's how I go around it. If I do have more time, I'll probably spend more time running, more time on a bike, more time on an incline treadmill to burn more calories. So that's how I go around it. I know a lot of you guys, or a lot of people, like, I don't know, they don't understand that, you know, the Coca-Cola has calories in it, and it doesn't matter if it's just a drink. It doesn't matter. It has calories. At the end of the day, if you're eating more calories than you consume, you're gonna gain weight and your abs might disappear. So if I'm having a regular Coke, or if I'm having like syrup with my waffles instead of the sugar-free version, if I'm having like honey bunches of oats instead of my higher protein cereal, if I'm having regular milk, if I'm having almond milk, oat milk, if I'm having Oreos and it's Wednesday, if I'm having like, I don't know, a pizza and it's Monday. So getting abs, it's about also being disciplined, being punctual, being strict on your diet, and, you know, making sure that you are on top of things and that you're sticking to your diet throughout the week, and that you're being, you know, pretty strict about your caloric intake. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow my Instagram. My Instagram page is luis.hern, the number 9. That's my Instagram. It's luis.hern, the number 9. That's my Instagram page. If you guys are newer to fitness, if you guys need help getting into shape, losing weight, transforming your physique, if you want abs, if you've never had abs, if you want to see how your abs look like, if you want to drop your body fat percentage, if you're doing it for health reasons, for whatever, send me a direct message on my Instagram and ask me about my customized training and dining plans. I'm here to help you guys. I want each and every one of you guys to get into shape, live healthier lives, and look an eye at fitness, because it's a great thing to be in shape and to be healthy and to not have to worry about your weight, to not have to worry about your heart or any considerable health problems. So follow my Instagram page, give this video a thumbs up, check out my previous videos to see how I lost weight, how I'm keeping it off. This was my guide to getting abs. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.